Okay, hello and welcome back to our tutorial sessions. In this session, number 5, we will be talking about proposals. So proposals is a pretty cool feature. You'll find it among the different pages. You might not see all of these pages because some of them require that you have moderator or admin clearance, but you will at least be able to see proposals because that is open to everyone. And to create a proposal, you simply click the Create Proposal button, and what you get is, if you've done proposals and things before, some suggested titles will show up in the background. I'm actually going to use this one because this proposal is going to be about displaying our tutorial videos in the feed. So I click Create and Edit. Then yes, this proposal now gets we create a proposal in the background. This might take a few seconds for the system to update. Proposals are kind of sophisticated. Some are quite simple, some are more advanced. So we are going to be making a very simple proposal, but I'm going to walk you through the process so you understand how to make a more complex one, like a advanced political proposal, but lots of extra information. But anyway, this is what your basic draft page looks like. You'll see we have the draft phase, then we have a review phase when you hand it into the admin. If the admin approves it, it goes to voting phase, and eventually it gets resolved, yay or nay, or whatever parameters we set up for this proposal. The proposal has your title, you have your decision text, and that is the actual text of the decision that you're voting for. So the title will just give you a hint of what it's about, but you'll be wanting to read the decision text. In this case, we want to say all videos should be accessible in the feed of this page. Let's put that in, and that I've misspelled. There we go, accessible in the feed. Then we have a background, which is basically not super necessary for this kind of proposal because we all know what this is about. I'll just put all videos should be accessible in the feed of this page because that would be really neat. Yeah, so background normally would be, if you've got an advanced proposal, you want to put in a lot of background arguments people can comment on and etc. etc. So that goes in the background. And then finally, if you want to, you can put an illustration or an image. This could be a chart or something else. I'm just going to put in an image just because it's kind of fun to show what that looks like. But there are many proposals where images might be appropriate, like if you're making a suggestion for a web page or a wireframe or something that you want to people to actually comment on and vote on. Like these, you might have like 2 different or 3 different suggested edits, and people can vote on the edit they think is most interesting or most appropriate or whatever. So those are a few things you can do with our basic proposal function. You then click Update Proposal. Now the proposal will go back into it is in its draft phase. Has been updated, and we can go back to proposals, and then we'll see all the proposals that now exist. Oh, I could probably click there, but let's see. Let's go back to proposals and see if this works. Sometimes the connection can be a little bit slow. Okay, let's click there. And if that's being slow, there we go. So you can see the feed of the various proposals, and you can see that this proposal is in draft mode. So what I can do is click again in draft, and I can continue editing the proposal, or I can submit for review. So I am going to submit this for review, which means that the admin of this page gets to decide if this proposal is good enough or not. You can see here that it's now in review phase, and as I am the admin also of this page, I'm now getting the option to reject or approve for voting. So obviously I'm going to approve this proposal for voting, which will take a few seconds. And once that is done, it will show up in the voting as a live proposal. Let's wait for that to happen. There we go. Proposal moved to voting stage. Now this means that I can vote on it. And since I'm the admin, I've got this reject and accept button. If I wasn't an admin of this page, I wouldn't see the reject or accept. I'd simply see the vote, because those are still admin tools. So I'm going to vote on this, and as you will see, it is now getting, well, soon you'll see that it gets 1 vote, and I also can make a comment like, yes, this is a really neat and valuable idea. We should do it. So I can make a comment, and you can see my vote has already been cast. So the vote is now in voting stage, and I could wait for you guys to also vote, but I'm simply going to step back into my role as admin and click accept. And I can write a reason. As the admin, I can write a reason why I think this is acceptable. I'm going to say, because I wrote it. That's a good enough reason for me to accept this proposal. Boom. So you can see it's now resolved. So if we go to proposals, you'll see we'll have 1 proposal in here which has been resolved and also accepted, because you can see it accepted. Oops, let me go back there. Resolved and accepted. If I look at it, I can read that accepted during voting stage because I wrote it is the reason that I'm motivated behind doing this thing. So that is how proposals work. So that was maybe 7 minutes of explaining something that probably doesn't need 7 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed those 7 minutes anyway.